music is a way to glorify God, and to have the privilege of beginning that process now and believing that, like, when we go to heaven, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be glorifying God. We're going to be singing His praises. And I think it's such a privilege to be able to start that here.
Wheaton attracts people from all over the world, but more than that, it sends people. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here living in China, living out my passions and my giftings, and teaching and impacting kids.
My time at Wheaton definitely shaped me as a musician and as a person and as a believer to go out into the world and to serve.
One of the things I really appreciate about Wheaton Conservatory is their approach to developing musicians. My professor liked to encourage me by saying, "You're first of all a Christian, second of all a human being, and you're third a pianist," which really puts things into perspective. This holistic approach to developing musicians has really encouraged me to live as a whole and effective musician, as a whole and effective Christian wherever I go, whether that's in the States or here in China.
My role here at YaGe encompasses a number of different things. I get to teach the babies and toddlers group music classes using Music Garden curriculum, and it's so cool to see these precious little kids come into class with their mom or their grandma, and they're just delighted to be here. And it's been wonderful to see their musicality improve from the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester. I also get to teach the 4s and 5s group music classes, and in that class they're able to even go far beyond because some of them have been in the previous classes. And I also get to teach private one-on-one flute lessons. I love that I get to share my passion for music with these young students, and it is so incredibly rewarding to see them grow in their musicality and in their abilities.
As I get to know my students individually, they bring me such joy. Among my students, there's quite a range of ability, from a few students who have special needs to a little 6-year-old who has already learned a few Mozart sonatas. Whatever the situation, I find that I'm constantly using what I learned at Wheaton Conservatory to be the best teacher that I can be.
Wheaton opened up my mind to possibilities of helping out people around the world and doing it through the avenue of my passion. So currently, I'm in Kunming, China, teaching music to kids, and they automatically and instantaneously feel the joy that I have with music and my love for not only music but for them. I think I learned that from Wheaton.
Something that's been on my heart for a long time is creating an event that combines different art forms. So Grace, Rebecca, and I coordinated this event, calling it Together. So we brought together dancers and visual artists and musicians.
The response was just incredible. We had a full house filled with friends, co-workers, students, and their parents. And after the concert, the director of the arts venue came up to us and said, "You have such a good renshi."
And renshi means that there was an aura or this atmosphere that we had about us that attracted people and attracted people to share in the joy of the environment. Karen, Rebecca, and I smiled because we knew that that atmosphere that we brought was a spiritual one. And we had decided that that night in the concert hall we would worship. And I believe that is what the people felt as they were engaging with us in the music and the art.
I feel so privileged to live here in Kunming, China with other Wheaton alumni, living out our passions and our giftings. And that's really what it's all about. That's what we're all about as Wheaton graduates, going out into the world, doing what God has created us to do, making an impact for Christ and His kingdom.